Alrighty guys, welcome back to OldschoolMTG, and today we are bringing you the last match of X-Points Tournament 60, the deck, and we're playing against Living Plains, so a very interesting combo deck, and if you haven't played against it before, it can catch you off guard, so yeah, so I thought I'd bring this one to you guys because it will educate you a little bit in how to play against it. There's lots of interactions with Tabernacle, Caracas, and so forth. So we'll discuss that later on in the deck tech. I just wanted to say, you know, I am bringing you matches that were played in Tournament 60. I know sometimes there's been a few comments in the comment section saying, "Oh, well, you're playing against Control again." I have no control over them, who I play against, guys. So if I play against Control 5 times, 6 times, that's just the way the tournament goes sometimes. But I do appreciate that I have played against Control quite a bit in this tournament. So anyway guys, I hope you give the video a like, subscribe. I am currently enjoying making videos at this current moment in time. So yeah, if you can give the video a like and subscribe, that will probably motivate me to keep doing this really. The rule set in X-Points is Atlantic 93-94 rule set. Your maximum of 10 points, and you're allowed the same art, the same frame in all languages. However, there is no proxies, so it's a non-proxy format, but you can play monocolored decks fairly cheaply in this format. Things like mono black, for example, you can make quite easily, so and still be competitive. So don't let that scare you away from the format. It's a really interesting format, and something that I've enjoyed over the last 7 or 8 months. So anyway, let's just get into the deck techs then. See you in just a sec. So this is my deck. God, it feels like a long time ago since I played this, but I played it back in January, so we're now videoing in nearly April. Yeah, very good deck. Has some very useful lands in deserts. Can deal with a lot of creatures in the format, i.e. Savannah line. And then we have the 4 Maze to deal with creatures. I am missing quite a few draw lands, so I played with what I had at that time. Gained another Plateau since, so I most probably up the Plateau, take out one of the planes. But yeah, I've just played with the lands that I had. Didn't have too many problems with my mana base, if I'm honest with you. So I was pretty lucky in that regard. The points were for Maze of Ith, Soul Ring, Braingeyser, sorry, Recall and Regrowth. Regrowth can get back the Braingeyser, which is very useful. But can also get back the Fireball if you're needing to Fireball your opponent out. The main win cons are the Millstone, Fireball, Earthquake in Feldon's Cane, card advantage in the books, lots of counterspells in 4 counterspell and a power sink, 4 Disenchant to deal with most things in the format. Then the Ivory Tower just gains us a lot of life. At one stage I was at nearly 100 life with Ivory Tower. So, but yeah, we'll talk more about the sideboard in a second. But yeah, really interesting deck here. Let's look at Matt's deck. So this is Matt's deck. He is playing Living Plains. So just to explain how this interaction works. So Living Plain, he has the Living Plain turns all land, sorry, into 1/1 creatures. The Tabernacle means that you have to pay 1 mana during your upkeep for each land that you have in play. Sorry, each creature you have in play, sorry. However, with the Living Plains in play, they have to actually use their lands to tap their land, sorry, to save their lands from being destroyed. However, with Caracas in his deck, he's able to bounce back his own Tabernacle at the end of the opponent's turn, meaning that he doesn't have to pay for his own Tabernacle, and he gets to keep his lands. However, he just locks your opponent out because they keep on having to pay mana to save their lands. So it could be like a one-sided Armageddon. Very good here, and very tricky to play against, especially with those avoid fates in the sideboard. because that actually protects a permanent from an instant or an enchantment. So if you're like trying to interact with this combo, for example, you could swords the Tabernacle in response to the Caracas activation. The likelihood is they're most probably going to have an avoid fate to stop that from happening. So you have to be very, very careful on not tapping out and not spending too many resources. The drop of honey is really good as well because it ensures that it starts picking off your opponent's lands. And those lands, because they're obviously creatures, drop of honey it starts picking off those creatures one by one. It's a really interesting deck here. He has got the Sylvan libraries, he has got the Ivory Towers, he has got the book, so there's a lot of card draw potential in this deck. No creatures, but just there to win with the combo, and obviously with the Candelabra, he's able to pump up these Mishra's factories quite nicely as well. So just a really interesting deck. Obviously Jake Statue can win as well, beating him for free every turn. But yeah, it's a really problematic deck, and once he's assembled that combo and he's you know, he's got a couple of Void Fate in hand, he's going to go for that combo, and it's very hard to interact with. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one goes. Currently 4-1 before this match, so if I win, I'm sort of guaranteed to make top 16, and if I lose, I could still make top 16, but it's going to be very, very close. So anyway guys, let's just get straight into the match. Alrighty guys, so looks like we are just shuffled up. Hopefully there's no mulligans. So it's going to be interesting to see how this match goes. He's got a lot of card draw in that deck. It's going to be really, really interesting. I do like Matt's playmat here. Wow, got a mulligan. That's not ideal, especially when you're playing against someone with so much card draw. Alright, we're gonna fast forward guys. Alright. There you go. Let's see how we do. Hopefully we can keep 6. Don't really want to be dropping down to 5 here. Wow. Okay, I'm dropping down to 5. That is crazy. Alright, let's fast forward. I honestly couldn't remember dropping down to 5 cards here, so that's absolutely crazy. Holy shit. I honestly couldn't remember. Alright, we're on the draw at least, but yeah, this is shit. Can't remember dropping this low down in cards. Unbelievable. My god. Oh well. Plateau and Desert in play. Factory is pretty good. Another Desert though, so that's pretty good against the factories. Penderhaven's good. Right, Jade Statue. We're going to draw. Plateau. And pass. Scratching a bit of dirt off by the looks of it. Alright, Maze is pretty good, but not too good against my deck. Alright, he's activating the factory. The Jade Statue. Swords to Plowshares on both. Okay, fair enough. Should go to 26. Yeah, I was going to say. I don't know. Nope, 26. There you go. Yes, he thought it was a 5-3, I think. Alright. And we know that we should be sort of saving swords for the combo potentially here, but... Alright, Burke, we're tapped out. If he plays the Living Plains now, we're in a bit of trouble, actually. Nope. Try Disenchant for it. Alright. Got 3 cards in hand. Due to the double mulligan. Right, Tundra's pretty good. Got access to blue now. Right, Ivory Tower is pretty useless. Right, Living Plain. So all the lands come into play tapped, which I wasn't really aware of. So all creatures are 1/1s. The Fireball would be good. Get rid of his lands. Or 2 of them at least. I mean, those deserts could pick off creatures. I'm gonna pass with 3. A maze. Drop of honey. Means we're going to be losing creatures. Sorry, losing lands. Gonna sword the Plateau. And he's gonna sword the other red mana. Holy shit. That's annoying. And then we're gonna lose a land during our upkeep here. Oh no, during his, sorry, during his. Oh shit, yeah, because I can't play the Plateau and now he knows I got the Earthquake. And he gets to choose now with the drop of honey what gets destroyed. So I've just given him some information here. Fucking hell. And this is why I bring you this video, guys. It's good for you guys to know how to navigate against this particular deck. To learn from my mistakes. I should have known really though, because like Feldon's King's not bad. I played against Living Plains 100 times before against Tim Kincaid in 4 Horsemen, and I should have realised that lands come into play summoning sick. I'm a little bit stupid from my perspective, because I could have actually just wiped everyone's lands here. And now he has the Caracas. He hasn't got the Caracas Tabernacle combo yet, but yeah, it's just we're in a really horrible spot here because we're just losing creatures or lands even to the drop of honey. So yeah, I mean, we kind of threw away this first game here, but I think the double mulligan didn't help either, but yeah, this drop of honey is just absolutely brutal. There's not much we can do here. Yeah. Alright, let's move on to game number 2. But before we can move on to game number 2, let's look at sideboard. So, Matt has the Circle of Protection red. They don't seem too good here. The Avoid Fates are fantastic. I think Divine Offering is going to be really, really good to deal with all those artifacts that I have. And then he's got the Crumbles as well, so you're really, really strong against those artifacts. So, yeah, it's going to be very, very difficult for it to enable anything to stick here. So unfortunately we haven't got Sylvan Library in the deck, so that would reduce the amount of things that Disenchant could target. And Divine Offering and Crumble obviously would be useless against that. So but anyway, let's look at my sideboard. So my sideboard has copy artifacts. This is okay, I guess. Control magics are useless here. Serra Angel, maybe that's a potential win con, I guess. Karma's useless. Circle Protection Red is useless. Divine Offering would definitely come in here. He hasn't playing blue, so Red Elemental Blast won't be coming in. And neither will the blue blasts. So we kind of got a weak sideboard here. The only thing we can really think about bringing in is with the copy artifact and the Divine Offering. Everything else is, yeah, we can't really bring anything else in really. So it's going to be interesting to see how game 2 unfolds. Alright, game number 2 then. That's a pretty horrible after playing the Plateau there. Don't know if things would have changed, but definitely not ideal. You know, revealing the earthquake, it was pretty harsh. Should have realized the Plateau was summoning sick. Yeah, live and learn here, guys. Alright, he has mulligan to 6. We get to keep 7, thank God. Alright, Ivory Tower. But yeah, the mulligan to 5 was just absolutely brutal. Not much you can do. Alright, Ivory Tower's gone. I don't know if you would save the Divine Offerings for the books, but maybe he's got lots of artifact removal in his sideboard, so he doesn't care too much here about using these things. Maybe to an animated factory. I'll go to 18. Gonna pass with 4. We've got quite a few cards in hand here. Alright, Maze is pretty good against the factory. Gonna pass with 5. Island. Pass. We are missing red mana here. Oh, he's got double factory now. Alright, planes. And a pass. Can I animate both factories? Yep. I'm gonna pop the other one. Right, Desert's pretty good. Gonna play a book. Has he got a Crumble or Divine Offering, I wonder? Doesn't look like it. Alright, he's gonna do the same thing as last time. Gonna Maze and then pump the other one. I'm gonna try and Disenchant. I'm gonna Counterspell for that. Keep the book around. We got 4 cards now though. Sad times. Wow, another desert. That's pretty good. Kind of need 3 though to stop the attacks here. We could just let him swing in here and actually just desert to him. Sorry, desert twice. Kill one of them. Just take the damage. Alright. Rather than Maze. We drew from the book. Has he got another Divine Offering or Disenchant or Crumble? Nope, doesn't look like it. And if this book can activate a few times, it's going to run away with the game. Wow, deserts. They're very good. Very good against what he's doing over there, so Very nice. He's going to gain a life from the Ivory Tower. Bit of a glare on his side. Alright, he plays a maze and he passes the turn. Going to draw from the book. On top. Draw. Don't know how many cards we got now, maybe 6? Or I can't remember. Alright, so ring. 5 cards. Pass. I mean, this book's drawn quite a few extra cards here. He goes to 23. Strip mine's pretty good. Could deal with the maze most probably, or desert. Yep, definitely the maze. He swings here. Still can't attack though because of the deserts. Oh, he decides to. I suppose he can pump. Okay. Okay, he's got a sword for one of them. Sorry, we got swords. He's got a Void Fate. Divine Offering, one of them. It's got another Void Fate. Jesus Christ. And you can just see how good these things are. I'm going to take 8 here. Oh, sorry, take 3. Do we not desert? Surprised we don't desert though. Okay. Alright, City of Brass. Animate both factories. Divine Offering on the book, I presume. I'm not going to counterspell that. Okay, so could make it a 4/4 here. Disenchant that. Has he got another Void Fate? No, he hasn't. I draw from the book. Got lots of mana here with the Soul Ring as well. Gonna draw from the book again by the looks of things. Nope, we're just gonna play another book. He draws, plays a Living Plains. With the Caracas, he can bounce back his lands here. I'm going to draw from the book. Yep, Disenchant on the Living Plains. Alright. No attack from the factory? I suppose he only had the Caracas. Maybe he did it second main phase. We're going to draw from the... I don't know. Right, Serra Angel. So I did bring Serra Angels in. Interesting. He has got the maze though, so not too sure how we're going to overcome that. Oh, scrap that. We got Chaos Orb. Alright. So I don't know if he expected to see the Serra Angel here. Oh shit, we're gonna flip. We need this, it needs to hit. Wow. It does. Cool. Yep, alright. He needs to find another maze. This Serra Angel might actually win the game. I don't think he expected to see a creature. He's got a book of his own. And he's got a drop of honey. Okay. It's pretty good. We're going to draw from the book. Yep, we're going to draw. And tap. I'll draw again. I'll draw another card. And lots of books to draw from. Plateau. Looks like we have a Disenchant for the drop of honey. We smash him for 4 here. Put him to 19. And we still can activate the other book if we want to. This battlefield is getting very flooded on my side. So going to draw from the book. Got a factory again. And another drop of honey. Just keep coming. Is this a power sink coming, or is this a power sink? Okay. Taps him out. And Serra Angel's trying to win the trying to win me the game here. Let me get rid of his book though. Draw again. Three, 4, 5. Recall for 2. Gonna get back the Counterspell and Disenchant. Okay. Let's only disenchant the book. Smash him for 4. Alright. Surprised we didn't disenchant the book there, to be honest with you. Unless I intend on doing it at the end of his turn here. Yeah, we disenchant the book. I think we should have done this ages ago, to be honest with you. I think we should have done this whilst he was tapped out. And I don't think I realised I thought a void rate was only creatures, but I think it's obviously now I know it's permanent, so just a little lesson there to learn. I'm fairly new to old school still. I don't see a void fate being used a lot, so just something to be aware of, guys. Right, I'm going to draw for the book. Need to get rid of that book, his book, to be honest with you. 2 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana, draw from the other one. Smash for 4. Put him down to 11. Yep, pass the turn. He draws during his upkeep. Kind of need to get rid of that damn thing if we can, but Jayemdae Tome's pretty good for him. We could counterspell it, but I don't think we want to. We draw. Oh, lots of lands, lots of things on the battlefield. We draw again. Draw again from the book. Smash for 4, hopefully. Put it to 7. Right, Maze is pretty good. Smash for 7. Sorry, smash him to 7, not smash for 7. That'll be a very strong Serra Angel. Right, so we're going to activate the Jayemdae Tome, draw and discard. We have got that counterspell for anything that he particularly has. We've got lots of cards in hand. Right, he's going to draw from the book. Being very disciplined here. We'll activate the Jayemdae Tome, draw and discard. This is on 1.4 speed, guys, so if it was going to be even slower. But I don't want to bore you guys. But this is quite an interesting deck and interesting match, to be honest. We're going to draw. I'm going to draw from the book again. Play a land. Draw again from the book. Smash for 4, put him down to 3. Discarding a red elemental blast. Or maybe I thought it was a blue deck as well. Yeah, it's, all we've seen is green-white. Obviously I didn't have information about his deck beforehand. And the game was over pretty quickly at the beginning. I am on 6, so I have to be a little bit careful. Gonna draw from the book. Gonna activate Jayemdae Tome. I think this is desperation draws, to be honest. Yep. We'll move on to game number 3. Alright. Game number 3 then. So I mulliganed to 5 in the first game. He mulliganed to 6 in the second game. Let's see if we can keep our hands here. I presume I'm going to sideboard out those red elemental blasts. A little bit silly for having them. Alright. He was on the play. We're on the draw. Alright. Island and pass. Some cracks in for 2. Getting the beats in early. Right. City of Brass and pass. Factory. Swords. He gains 3. Swords is a nice answer, because it does get exiled. Right, wow, another city. These cities gonna hurt me. I'm gonna crack in for 2 again. Divine Offering. Okay, so that's 2 of the factories gone. Alright, Maze of Ith. Millstone. Pretty good. But we do know he has lots of Disenchant and lots of Divine Offerings here. Alright, Millstone gone. We will get it back with the Feldon's game. Looks like we're struggling for land here. He's getting lots of land, by the looks of it. He's already lost 2 factories as well. We just seem to be very low on land here. Alright. Yeah, we're really struggling for land. Alright, book. Let's got the Pendelhaven to play a Void Fate here. Power Sink, that's pretty good answer. Plateau, finally see the 5th land. Alright, another factory. We draw. Alright, we pass. Sylvan Library, wow. Have we got an answer for this? Try and disenchant it. He's got an avoid fate. Holy shit. On 23 life as well. Wow. Okay. This Sylvan Library could be very, very good for him. We saw how good it was when Raymond Mitchell was playing Sylvan Libraries. Alright, we're going to play a book. Lose 2 in the process. Wow, another Divine Offering. More life. Oh my god. He could just draw all 3 of these cards right now. He most probably will. Oh my lord. He's at 19. This Sylvan Library has been amazing. Oh god. This is what I was saying to you. Like, we're going to do an evaluation of this deck at the end. But I do really think that Sylvan Library should be in my deck. I was being stupid not playing the damn thing. Right, copy artifact on the book. You only had the copy. Obviously the Serra Angels came in, but copy really, Divine Offering. That was really, really good. Alright, disenchant on the Sylvan? Alright, so right, we lose the book. He loses the Sylvan. And he gains 4 more life. My god. Okay. If he plays another Sylvan, this could be very, very bad news. I'm going to draw from the book. Oh my god, another Sylvan Library. Yeah, things are looking very bad. We seem to be stuck on land still. Oh, we got 5th land. 6th land, sorry. Obviously, Maze doesn't really count as a land for mana, but alright, 5. Tap it. Alright, Serra Angel, but he hasn't got a Maze actually. But he has got lots of card draw in. So he's going to look at, and then Sylvan Trigger, so he could look at top 4 here. And he just takes them all. Oh my god. Oh, bloody, such a good card engine, those 2 together as well. Sylvan Library and the book. Yeah, definitely missing something here. I should be playing Sylvan Library in all honesty, especially with the Ivory Tower. Right, Ivory Tower for us, but we've got hardly any cards in hand. He's got a Maze as well, so we can't even attack. We can only use it as a blocker. And he's gonna look at the top 4 here. And he can put 2 back if he wants to. Alright, so he's actually keeping... No, he's actually just putting 2 back. Alright, but looking at the top 4 and putting 2 in your hand is very, very good. He's got the Tabernacle here, he's got the Caracas. All he needs is Living Plane, and then we are in trouble. Don't know why the island is tapped. No idea. Why would the island be tapped? Right, he's going to draw the extra card here. Looks like he's got the combo. He's sort of trying to assemble the combo. Right, he's going to use the green. So double green here. For living plain by the looks of it. Needs to be careful of showing his cards. Yep. Oh, why is the island tapped? I really don't know why the island's tapped here. No idea. Could be quite costly here, actually. Actually, he's got the Tabernacle and Caracas combo here, so we're going to have to pay to keep all our lands. And those City of Brasses are going to hurt. Because we have to pay mana to keep our lands around. We're also taking damage. So this is a very desperate situation here. We've got very minimal cards, maybe four cards in hand. I'm going to sort the Tabernacle because it's got Summoning Sick. Sorry, the Crackers even. The Avoid Fate's just going to win him the game here. I think that's his. I've seen quite a few Avoid Fates by the looks of things. He saw 2 this one, 3 the last one. And during my upkeep, I'm going to have to pay to keep my lands. I'm going to lose. Yeah, I'm going to take damage from the cities. I can't fight through because of the maze. Yeah, I just can't win this, I don't think. That card draw engine with the Sylvan Library in the books is just too good, yeah. Alright guys, let's look at the deck and let's do a quick evaluation. But we end up going 4-2 here, so let's just have a quick discussion. Right, so the deck did pretty well. What I will say is, unfortunately, we went 4-2. And for some reason, we were ahead of Raymond Mitchell. And then when Joe decided to do the top 16, I dropped from being 15th to 17th and just missed out. And somehow underneath Raymond. And Joe did say that sometimes this happens on Teleria, so I was very, very annoyed by that. But I was happy with how the deck performed. 4-2 was a fairly decent record. And going 4-1 into the last match is a pretty good position to be in. What I will say is obviously you saw how strong the Sylvan Library was there, and I do really think I should be playing Sylvan Library. Maybe even like 2 Sylvan Library and then 2 books or something. Because you got the Ivory Tower and you don't really care about the life loss too much there, as you can see. You know, there's lots of ways of gaining life, like through Divine Offering or them swordsing your creatures or things like that. So I do think the Sylvan Library should be in the main. And I know Felix's deck plays the Sylvan Library, so but for the most part though, I think everything else was completely fine. You know, I didn't have a lot of the dual lands that Felix's has, so you know, I thought I did pretty well with it. Yeah, really happy with the Serra Angels, the sideboard. Really happy with the control magics. Do feel like I could maybe drop you know, 1 red elemental blast, 1 blue blast, and bring in some more artifact removal potentially, and maybe another Millstone as another win condition, because maybe 1 Millstone isn't enough. But overall, very, very happy with the deck. And just want to say a big thanks to the people that have been watching this channel. It does go a long way to me making new content with some of the nice feedback that I've received. And I do try to make these videos to be educational as well as fun. And yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. You know, if I have offended anyone in the past, by releasing these videos. I don't do it to offend anyone. I'm just here to produce content and bring you this, this wonderful game that we call Magic the Gathering. So, all right, guys. Well, hope you enjoyed the match here, guys, and hope you enjoyed the content, and hope to see you in future videos. You take care. Bye bye. Now, if you like the work that I do and the videos that I provide, think about subscribing to the channel, and have a great day. You take care, guys. Bye bye.